town is losing nearly half of its population after decades of natural disasters.
You probably remember seeing our coverage of flooding in Mosby, Missouri, which has had to evacuate for heavy rains several times over the last few years. KCTV5's Nathan Vickers explains why some people in town are now moving on.
A small town can resemble a big family.
I always felt like that everyone cared for another.
After 75 years in Mosby, Missouri, that's how Betty Cazell feels.
When something happens in the town, the whole town feels it in some way or other.
That family has been there for each other through a series of storms and floods.
It come up about like that on that last step.
Bob Branscombe is a local alderman. He's had several close calls at his house.
You don't find out how good your neighbors are until you go through something like that.
But over the last several months, people here have noticed something different driving through town. Pile after pile of bricks and shingles, homes marked for demolition, results of a FEMA buyout for a flood mitigation and loss prevention program.
And we have done a lot of visiting across the fence.
Cazell's two closest neighbors took the deal.
I hadn't known them too long.
The city says there were 75 homes in Mosby. Of those, 30 took buyouts and are either vacant or already demolished.
We try to keep the community a community.
Bob Snyder is a minister at the town's only church.
Some of these homes that are coming down, these have been family homes for years.
It's hard to see families leaving Mosby, but like many here, his church will stay.
It's where God planted us, so that's where we're going to be.
So will Cazell.
It's sad, but at the same time, I feel like I have been blessed.
Blessed by a tight-knit community, growing smaller, but for her, it's still family. In Mosby, Nathan Vickers, KCTV 5 News.